The Lord's work requires many hands, so church leaders are called to labor together in His vineyard. When they do, much is accomplished. This is why leaders work together in councils. Leaders in the Montserrat ward recently rescued a less active family. Their united efforts were vital in helping the family return.
Ahorita tenemos el problema del hermano Samuel, que tiene un testimonio débil todavía de las cosas de la iglesia. Entonces, me gustaría que como consejo nosotros buscáramos la forma de cómo fortalecerlo.
Estaba trabajando 24 horas y por eso es que no venía. Lo que hoy habíamos platicado la última vez era que yo podía conseguirle trabajo en el banco para que él pudiera trabajar diario y pudiera estar acá los domingos.
Yo siento que ellos lo que necesitan es más, hacerlos sentir más en familia aquí.
¿De qué forma consideran ustedes que podríamos enseñarle?
Creo que bien lo podríamos invitarlo a que esté presente en la escuela dominical.
Que lo inviten de vuelta, ¿verdad? Que participe en nuestra clase de principios del Evangelio.
Podemos platicar con él y tal vez hacer un programa de estudio de las Escrituras.
The Montserrat ward leaders understood an important principle from Church Handbook 2. In ward council meeting, leaders discuss needs that can benefit from everyone's counsel. Each leader knew the family. Each felt a responsibility to help them, and each participated in the council discussion. They understood that most of the work to help the family would take place outside of the meeting. They also understood that they were expected to involve other quorum and auxiliary members in reaching out to serve the family. As they counseled together, they felt a spirit of unity. Through the influence of the Holy Ghost, they understood the needs of the family more clearly. After listening carefully to the inspired discussion, the bishop exercised priesthood keys and assigned leaders in the Sunday school, high priest group, and relief society to visit the family that week.
Hermanos, sí, el propósito de venir es para decirles que queremos de que ustedes aprendan más, que algún día puedan tener las otras ordenanzas superiores a las que hemos tenido.
La queremos invitar que siga adelante, que se prepare sobre todo para alcanzar esa meta tan anhelada, que es la de poder entrar al templo y de tener una familia eterna.
Because leaders worked together, much was accomplished. The Sunday school president helped the family begin studying the scriptures together. The high priest group leader taught the brother how to administer to his family. The Relief Society presidency learned of the family's urgent welfare needs and worked with the priesthood executive committee to address them. The ward council worked together, with each leader doing their part. After many months, hearts were softened and progress was made.
Fue bastante bueno, bastante interesante el poder llegar ahí con ellos. Se sintió un espíritu muy bueno. Hoy estuvieron aquí durante todas las reuniones. Yo creo que sí vamos por buen camino con ellos.
When leaders labor together in the Lord's vineyard, much is accomplished. As they counsel about specific needs, make plans to meet those needs, and then carry out their plans, working together in a spirit of love and unity, families and individuals are blessed. Because when the Lord's servants work together, the Lord Himself also works with them. In this example, how did the ward council work together to rescue a less active family? You may want to pause to reflect on what you have learned. As you watched these leaders work together, you may have noticed that in ward council meeting, the bishop presented the needs of a specific family. He listened carefully as council members from many organizations offered inspired ideas of how to help. The leaders sought the guidance of the Holy Ghost as they counseled together. When the bishop had heard everyone's inspired ideas, He exercised priesthood keys to assign specific leaders to take action. Those leaders worked together to fulfill their assignments and minister to the family over an extended period of time. At each council meeting, they reported back on their efforts. As you consider your role as a member of the Ward Council, you may want to ask yourself, how can I improve my spiritual preparation for our council meetings? How can we better work together across organizations to bless the members of our ward?